You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, yesterday we brought you what turned into a massive viral story about Brittney Griner, the WNBA star / Russian Basketball League star, all-star, Phoenix Mercury, as big a star as the WNBA can actually get kind of thing. We know that's relative to every other sport, including the NBA. We know the league, the NBA, supplements that league, subsidizes it in order for it to stay in business. You know, a lot of people don't realize the WNBA is actually a failure. If there was no NBA helping them financially, they would not be in business. That's just a fact. So we knew when we found out that Russia had detained her / arrested her for bringing a vape pen, I guess, into the country that had hashish oil in it, and they discovered that and detained her. We knew that this most likely was going to become political somehow, some way, and now the Democrats have gotten involved. Now look, Russia-Ukraine war aside, what Brittney Griner did is taking this particular crime, regardless of how you feel about it in the United States and how we would look at this crime, has absolutely no bearing on this situation. Okay, but now Democrats have gotten involved. It's become political. This is about to become this big crusade. Okay, for a WNBA player, keep in mind, if this was a regular citizen over there, they wouldn't give two diddly shits if they were detained or arrested. They wouldn't give a damn, okay? They could drop my redneck ass over into Russia right now, and I could get detained for the same thing, and Democrats would be like, you wouldn't hear anything about it. I'm sure they'd probably be calling for my head. But the point is, now it's become political. My goodness, here we go. Representative Sheila Jackson Lee demands Russia release Brittney Griner. No right. Well, they do in fact have a right. Whether you like it or not, she's in their country. Texas Democratic Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee has found a way to make a name for herself, because otherwise I wouldn't know who the fuck you were, is demanding the release of WNBA star Brittney Griner, who has been detained by authorities in Russia for allegedly possessing a vape with a cannabis oil. Quote, we know that there's some issues dealing with vape cartridges and other items, but let me be very clear, Lee, who represents Griner's hometown of Houston, Texas, in Congress said on Saturday, quote, Brittney Griner is a United States citizen. She was a guest in Russia, and I will be demanding her release. Well, it looks to me like if she was a guest in Russia, maybe as guest of Russia, she should have respected their laws a little more. I'm just saying, you're a guest in their country, but you did something that is against the law in their country. They could see that as a sign of disrespect. And just my guess, just a guess, Russians don't like being disrespected much. Lee added that she has spoken with the State Department, quote, try and get them to focus on her circumstances. I don't want to disregard a sovereign nation, but Putin has disregarded sovereign nations his entire service in this world, Lee said. Anyone that is killing and attacking and destroying Ukraine, a neighboring country, that is not bothering them. He has no right to hold Mrs. Griner, period. But he does. She broke a law in his country, okay? And the fact is, whether he's at war with Ukraine or not, as this a singular issue, Brittney Griner's arrest has nothing to do with that war. Sheila Jackson Lee. Hate to break that to you. Two different issues, two different situations going on. It is what it is. Lee called for any alleged infraction to be dealt with diplomatically and referenced Griner's storied history of Olympic gold medals. Should I remind you, Sheila Jackson Lee that China had to convince Putin not to attack Ukraine while the Olympics were still going on? Do you think Putin cares about her Olympic gold medals? Wow. Some of you Democrats are space cadets. And said that Moscow prison is no place for her. Well, I'm sure the Russians are thinking, since she broke our laws, maybe that's exactly the place for her. Especially when considering the fact that Putin has reportedly thrown thousands of Ukraine war protesters in the jail. It's got nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. Russian state media announced on Saturday that Griner, a member of the WNBA's Phoenix Mercury, has been arrested last month after allegedly caught with a vape cartridge. The Russian Federal Customs Service released a video of the incident that appeared to show Griner going through security at an airport in Moscow. She faces 5 to 10 years in prison, and she was over there playing for a women's basketball league in Russia, playing overseas. And look, it's pretty common for professional basketball players, generally not NBA players, but like the WNBA, CBA, back when, I don't even know if the CBA is still around, but they used to be the Continental Basketball Association. They would go play in Russia and overseas and all over the place. Japan. Hell, half of China's basketball league is NBA players. No shit. Stephon Marbury's a legend in China. Yeah, that's Stephon Marbury. I can't believe... Well, you know what? Yes, I can. I can't believe that Democrats have decided to take this cause, and I'm going to proclaim, because I'm a Democrat in Texas, that Putin has arrested one of our citizens that was breaking one of Russia's laws. Again, it doesn't matter how the United States views the law that she broke. Okay? That is of no consequence. What is of consequence is how Russia views the law that she broke there. She was a guest of Russia. Okay, maybe you come into this country and respect it a little bit more than that and not break said laws. How could you be so stupid to go over there to Russia and you decide to do some stuff that you know is against the law over there in that country? Good luck if we ever see you again. I mean, really? That's stupid is what it is. That was stupid. Okay? Brittney Griner was not being smart here. Okay? Let's not get confused. I've got no dog in this hunt, really and truly. I mean, I don't know how they worked this out, and I assume maybe this will get worked out, but I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't count on it. She may go to prison over there. Her getting back to the United States, particularly right now with this war going on, that's not a slam dunk at all. For lack of a better way of putting it, it's not a slam dunk. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.